distinct, I know, yeah.
Today it has gone
correction
down.
today.
I'll just join you. Give me a minute.
Yeah, sure. Very warm welcome once again to the second session of this UDAN Series 2 conducted today by HDFC Mutual Fund in association with the NaveMarg Foundation. In fact, after the first session which we did just 2 days back, that was on Monday, on change versus transformation, I would just like to share a few learnings from that session, what we have done. And the main thing was regarding the self-visualization, like how exactly we need to visualize ourselves and what exactly is the difference between change and transformation. The one idea which I picked up about that is regarding the gift of appreciation. When you start appreciating people generally, you actually appreciate it from your mind. But when you do it generously, you do it from your heart. This is the main learning which I had from the last time session, which I'll not forget. And then I've started implementing it and I've seen there's a huge difference. When you start appreciating from your heart, it comes generously. So this is the difference what we learned from last time session. And today, I'm 100% sure with the life skills, what we are going to learn today, especially with regards to improving your self-esteem as well as your attitude, I'm sure this session will definitely be much more interesting as compared to the last one, because last one was like a start, but today it's going to be the actual body of it. And then at the end, we will get the conclusion part of it, that is on next Monday. So I hope all of you all make the best use of it. To introduce our speaker for today once again, Mr. Mihir Shah has been with HDFC Mutual Fund for almost 20 years now in the training, not in for 20 years, but in the training section for almost 20 years. And with HDFC, I think he has said he's completing 8 years now as a trainer and a part of this LEAP program. And LEAP, this acronym which HDFC Mutual Fund has come out with, is really a terrific one, which stands for Learn, Evolve, Achieve, and Progress. These are the 4 themes on which HDFC Mutual Fund stresses on as far as development is concerned. And this program, what we are organizing today, is part of a self-development program, which is actually open for all. There's nothing to do on financial literacy or anything in this program. It's nothing to do with your investments. It's more on how to enjoy life much better and be a better individual. So not to waste much of a time and to get the thing started, because we are all on time and we want to finish it also on time. So I would like to hand over the floor to Mr. Mihir to take over for this presentation. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Fernandez, and good evening, everyone, and a very warm welcome to you for the second part of the program, UDAN version 2.0. So in the last session where we spoke about change and we spoke about transformation. Okay, so today we're going to be talking about something very different, okay, where we'll be talking about how do you enrich yourself, by having a positive attitude. And we will talk about something called self-esteem. And I'm going to also share a couple of interesting videos with you. Okay, so before I start the program, actually start the program with a very, very interesting video, okay? And then actually take the conversation forward with you. So please enjoy this video. Can you see it, Dr. Fernandez?
No, it's not visible still. I think you can put it on the screen, share, no? It's that PowerPoint.
Ashwin, even you're not able to see it?
Not able to see it.
Only can see the first slide.
Yeah, it's the same issue.
Yeah.
Hold on. It's surprising. 1 minute. Let's go back to my presentation. So I hope you guys, enjoyed the video. And the last statement which said that, it's high time you bring the lion out in you. Okay. Now, when we talk about, positive attitude, all right, let's understand what positive attitude means. So if you have to really, really be successful in life, okay, if you have to bring about the transformation that we spoke about last time, I told you that energy is one very, very essential quality which one needs to have 24 by 7, 365 days a year. It needs to be there at the peak. Okay. And I also told you that if you need to have that kind of energy, one of the most easiest ways to ensure that you have high energy is to go and do the technique of self visualization. Now, so when we talk about attitude, positive attitude, we are actually talking about having the right kind of attitude. So when we talk about positive attitude, all right, what is it actually? Okay, so a positive attitude is a state of mind that allows you to envision and expect good things. Okay, it doesn't mean living in denial of the negative situations that are around you. All right, this attitude always allows you to stay optimistic. The benefits of a positive attitude says includes anticipating happiness, health, success, and opportunities. Now, there was a beautiful statement which was shown in the video that which whatever the opportunity is there, the lion always grabs that opportunity. At least that willingness to try and grab that opportunity is there. You will get a lot of opportunities coming your way, okay, but you have to ensure that we are able to grab that opportunity. I'm sure you'll agree that the last 2 years have been very, very challenging time for us. Okay, the last 2 years have been very, very different for us. And at least I have come across those people, two kinds of people, okay, where one has thought that, why something like this has to happen with me? But the other one has thought that this is an opportunity which they grabbed. And when they were able to grab this opportunity, they've been able to get success also. So I have not come across a third kind of a person. So there were a lot of things, where if we had to do training programs, we were doing in the physical format, but we had to switch all of a sudden to the online model. All right. I didn't know what Zoom was. Okay. It took me almost a month to understand how we can go ahead and conduct trainings. But the opportunity which was there, I grabbed it. Okay. I accepted that change that yes, going forward, we will have to go and deliver, programs on the Zoom platform or on the MS Teams platform. Okay. And we started doing a lot of things where we tried and tested a lot of features of Zoom and to ensure that people are able to participate and they go back with value. So you need to have the right attitude. There will be a lot of opportunities which will come your way. Okay. But you have to grab those opportunities. It's all about your state of mind. It's all about what you think about yourself. It's all about, how you back yourself. You will also come across people. There are two kinds of people you will come across. Okay. People who are always optimistic, people who are always pessimistic. Okay. And the people who are always pessimistic, if you are surrounded by those kind of people, they will drain your energy also because they know there's a problem. Okay. But they're experts in magnifying the problem. They'll make the problem bigger and bigger. But people who are always optimistic, they know there is a problem. Okay. But rather than focusing on the problem, their focus is more on finding a solution to solve that problem. And the moment you're surrounded by those kind of people, your energy level just increases. Okay. So there's something called center of influence. I'm sure that you also must be having someone in your life by who you get influenced in the right way, the right manner. Okay. Irrespective of whatever the reasons are, I'm sure even you want to be that person by whom someone else gets influenced in the right way. Even you want to influence people in the right way. And that can only happen when you have the right positive attitude. Now, taking this conversation forward, let's also understand what is a good positive attitude. Okay. We all understand what is an attitude. We all understand right attitude, positive attitude. Okay. But what is a good positive attitude? So when you develop a positive attitude, what happens? You will start feeling better about yourself. You will treat yourself with more respect and love. And this in turn will boost your level of confidence. Okay. It will boost your energy also, as well as your inner strength. That is the beauty of having the right positive attitude. Another important thing that when we have the right attitude, okay, we are also able to take up challenges. We are also able to take up new challenges that come out, okay, of our self-limiting beliefs. So a lot of times we feel that this is not possible. But unless and until I do not try, okay, or I do not have the right attitude, I do not start feeling the right way about myself, okay, I will not be able to take up those challenges also. So when you have the right attitude, okay, you will automatically feel very, very different. You will feel that you are a transformed individual. We spoke about change. We spoke about transformation, okay, where I told you that change is temporary and is reversible. Transformation is permanent and is irreversible. Both are extremely important, okay, for you to have. If you need to have a successful life, you need to have a sustainable business. But you will see that you're a transformed individual when you have the right kind of an attitude. Now, so we know what is positive attitude, what is a good positive attitude, okay? And a lot of time people feel that, okay, I don't have the right attitude. Somehow my mind doesn't work that way only. So can I train my mind? Can I train my brain? Can I actually have some kind of a learning which can help me to have the right attitude? Of course you can have. Of course you can have. So how do you think positive thoughts? How to think positive thoughts? These are very, 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 very simple steps, okay, which you need to do. So you need to focus on the good things. Challenging situations, obstacles, they are a part of life. So when I say focus on good things, you need to start focusing on those things which are in your control, which are in your control. Okay. A lot of times I've seen people trying to focus on those things which are not in their control, which is beyond their control. Okay. But you start focusing on those things which are in your control. Okay. And I can guarantee you, you will start getting those positive vibes and positive thoughts also. Another important thing, you have to start the practicing gratitude. Okay. Having the right attitude of gratitude. I'm going to stop the screen share out here, and I had given something to you all on Monday to do. I told you that after the training program, please call up those people who are a very important part of your life and just say thank you to them for being an important part of my life. How many of y'all have actually done it? If you can just click on raise your hand, I will come to know. So if you actually go in the reactions button, wow. So we have Josiana who's done it. Okay, the others haven't. So Josiana, can you please switch on your camera? Okay, we also have Santosh and we have Dr. Fernandez also. So Josiana, can you please unmute yourself and switch on your camera?
Yes.
Yes. Hi, Josiana. Can you unmute yourself?
Yes.
Yeah.
Now can you hear me?
So if you could just share the experience with us, what did you do?
I told them that I was really thankful that they were like, they made a difference in my life and all. They
So
were
who are
part
these
of my
people,
life.
if you don't mind sharing?
One is my flatmate, and
Okay.
one is my class friend.
Okay.
They
And
are really
did you
close to me.
call them and tell them?
No, in person I told them.
Wow, that is much better. So
Yeah.
what is the kind of emotion that you felt or they must have felt when you just thanked them for being a part of your life?
They told me that they were really happy. They were really happy, first of all, when I told them. So
Okay.
my flatmate even hugged me.
Wow.
She was so happy. Yeah, she said, yeah, even I feel the same thing that you are in my life. She appreciated me also. And my friend did the same thing. She also appreciated me.
So was your energy when it was out here, did it zoom and go up?
Yeah, it did,
Yeah.
actually.
You felt very different about yourself?
Yeah, I felt little different and new also.
Wow, super. Wonderful. Super. All right, let me move to, thank you so much for sharing.
Yeah.
Okay, let me
Welcome.
move to Dr. Fernandez. Yes, Dr. Fernandez.
Yes, definitely. In fact, I have been doing it for quite some time, and I've seen almost like I can say in the form of a story also, because
Sure.
exactly what goes around comes around.
Sure.
It's basically like the more you speak it out, you get it back afterwards. It's like an echo. Life is an echo.
Yeah.
So if you start appreciating, others also start appreciating you.
Yeah.
So if you start being positive, automatically you'll get positive vibes in you. That's what I have noticed for the last so many years that I've been doing it. And this was a part of our training before also on how to succeed in life.
Sure. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for sharing.
Yes.
Okay, so I'll just go back to the presentation again. Everyone, I'm telling you, even if you haven't done it, please do it today after the session. Just pick up the phone, identify 2 or 3 people who you think have been adding immense value to your life, who are a very, very integral part of your life. Okay. Do not send any message. Just call and tell them, thank you so much for being an important part of my life. Okay. Start doing this on a regular basis. Now, another thing, you should always keep a gratitude journal for whatever you're thankful. Okay. Please do that every single day. Okay. So, what I do is at the end of the day, I start writing down. Okay. So, every single day, at least I write down one statement that I'm thankful for. Every single day, start doing that. And believe me, when you start reading that, the way you will have your attitude, is going to be totally different. Your energy is going to be high. Your attitude changes completely. That's the beauty. Open yourself up to humor. All right. Spend a lot of time with positive people. I just told you, the moment you're surrounded by people who are highly positive, you will also become like that. But the moment you're surrounded by people who are just focusing on magnifying the problems, it comes into you also. Practice positive self-talk. Identify those areas where you think because of which you're not getting those positive thoughts. All right. Identify those areas of negativity and try and discard them and start every day on a positive note. Now, these are very, very simple steps. You can take a picture of this. All right. But start doing it. The moment you start doing it, no, I can guarantee you in a period of time, no, you will see a lot of difference in the way you think. Your thought process changes. Okay. Your attitude changes. And believe me, at the end of the day, it is always, beneficial for you only. Okay. Simple steps. Are they difficult if you ask me? Not at all. Okay. So the moment you start doing it, you'll see that difference. Now, let me share with you also what is the best attitude. So when we talk about positive attitude, no, a positive attitude makes success easy. A negative one will make success pointless. Okay. You always need to act with some purpose. You need to know what the purpose is. Stretch yourself. All right. You have to walk that extra mile. So stretch yourself past your limits every single day. Take action without expecting the results. So your focus should not be on the output, but your focus should be on the inputs. The moment you shift your focus from the output to the input, no, your results, your outputs are automatically taken care of. At any point of time, if you think that you have failed or not succeeded, or there has been some setback in what you are doing, identify those areas of improvement. Okay. That will only help you improve your skills. That will help you to sharpen those skills that you got. Okay. And just keep you taking higher and higher. Will help you to take that udan to success. All right. At any point of time, if you think, okay, you want to share that positive attitude, positive thoughts of yours, you seek out those who share your positive attitude. Go talk to people. Talk to people. All right. And at times, what happens, you may have to take some feedback from people, also take that feedback. And one important thing, do not take yourself so seriously also. Just be yourself. Just be yourself. And believe me, the moment you start doing these simple steps, you start practicing, you're going to be a very, very transformed individual. I can guarantee you that. So, okay. Now, let me ask you this question out here. If anyone can answer. All right. What do you see in this picture out here? Come on. There's a picture on your screen. What do you understand by that picture? Anyone, come on.
It's the way you look at yourself in the mirror.
Okay, it's the way you look at yourself. Okay. Come on, anyone else? It says you can do it. Sorry? Yeah, please come again.
She's motivating herself.
Okay. It's all about motivation. So when we talk about self-esteem, okay, what does self-esteem actually mean? We spoke about change. We spoke about, transformation. All right. We spoke about having the right positive attitude. So typically when you ask me, what is self-esteem? What does self-esteem actually mean? Okay. Self-esteem is how you feel about yourself. How you feel about yourself, or the opinion you have about yourself. Okay. So everyone has times, okay, when they feel a bit low or they really find it hard to believe in themselves. Okay. They haven't, it is possible with everyone. At times they feel, okay, that I cannot back myself. I do not believe in myself. But however, let me tell you that if this becomes a long-term issue, where you really don't believe in yourself or you don't think the right way about yourself, that can lead to a lot of problems, okay, which can also include mental health issues such as depression or anxiety. And some of the symptoms of low self-esteem can also be a sign of these problems. Now, what is the self-esteem thing that we're talking about? So self-esteem is often the result, okay, of a lifetime of experiences. And particularly what has happened to us as children. Now, many times we feel that my self-esteem is not that great. Can I improve my self-esteem? Of course, you can improve your self-esteem. Okay. It is possible to improve your self-esteem at any age, irrespective of whatever age you are at. Doesn't matter. Okay. Which I am going to share with you. I'm going to share those steps with you. Now, so what is self-esteem? Self-esteem is how you feel about yourself or the opinion you carry about yourself. Okay. So everyone has times when they feel a bit low or they find it hard to believe in themselves. And I told you that it's often the result of a lifetime of experiences and particularly what has happened to us as children. Now, let's also look at the different ways to improve self-esteem. Okay. Now, the first important step is to identify and challenge your negative beliefs that you carry. So the first step is to identify and then you challenge your negative beliefs about yourself. All right. So notice your thoughts about yourself. For example, you might find yourself thinking that I am not that smart enough to do this thing. Or you may feel that, oh, I don't have any friends. But when you do, okay, when you start thinking this way, no, try to look for evidence that contradicts those statements that are coming to your mind. Try to look for those statements that are coming to your mind. So that gratitude journal that you're maintaining, no, you can keep reading that. So write down both the statement and the evidence. Write down the statement which says that, okay, you cannot do this. And write down the evidence also, which you thought of. And keep looking back at it to remind yourself that your negative beliefs about yourself are not true. They are not true. As simple as that. So identify and challenge your negative beliefs. The second thing, you need to identify the positive about yourself. So it's always a good idea to write down positive things about yourselves. Okay. So such as, for example, let's say you're good at some sport. Okay. Or the nice things that people have said about you. Write down those things. So when you start to feel low, look back at those things and remind yourself that there is a plenty of good about you. In general, you know what is happening? A positive internal dialogue is a big part of improving your self-esteem. So there's an internal conversation that you're having with your own self. So if you catch yourself saying things like, I'm not good enough or I'm a failure, okay, you can start to turn things around by saying, statements like, oh, I can beat this and I can become more confident by viewing myself in a more positive way. You'll start using those statements. So to begin with, what happens is that to begin with, you will catch yourself falling back into those old negative habits. Okay. But with regular effort that you put in, you can start to feel more positive and you'll be able to build your self-esteem also as well. That is the beauty. That is the beauty. Okay. Third important thing, which you need to keep in mind is to build positive relationships and avoid those negative ones. We just spoke about that some time back. So you will probably find that there are certain people, you will also find that there are certain relationships that make you feel better than others. Okay. So if there are people or there are relationships, okay, which make you feel better, try to identify that. So if there are people who make you feel, say, bad about yourself, you just need to ignore them. You need to avoid them. As simple as that. Try to build relationships with people who make you feel good about yourself. You need to avoid the relationships that actually drag you down, that brings your energy down. Because when you're looking at transformation, you cannot afford, to be with these kind of people. It's as simple as that. And believe me, it makes a lot of difference. Give yourself a break. Okay. You have to give yourself a break. So you don't have to be perfect every hour of the day. You cannot be also. You don't even have to feel good about yourself all the time. It's okay. Give yourself a break. So we all have times, all right, where we feel a bit down or find it harder to maintain our self-belief. You can help to build your self-esteem by giving yourself, say, a small treat also whenever you succeed in doing even the smallest of things. Okay. Or just for managing a particular bad day, you manage it pretty well, why don't give yourself a treat? So give yourself a break. Spend that time alone with yourself also. Become more assertive, and you will have to learn to say no when it is required. So people with low self-esteem, okay, often find it hard to stand up for themselves or say no to others. This means that they may become overburdened at probably at home or at work because they do not like to refuse anyone anything. However, let me tell you that this can increase your level of stress and make it even hard for you to manage it. So developing your assertiveness can actually help to improve your self-esteem. And you'll have to learn to say no when it is required. And learn to take on challenges. So people with low self-esteem often avoid challenging situations, difficult situations. But if you're willing to take up those challenges, no, you're willing to face those situations which are really, really difficult, believe me, your self-esteem can really increase. That is the beauty. Now, let me share with you one very, very interesting video out here, okay, on self-esteem before we go on to understand what is self-confidence also. All right. So I'll just share this video with you. Uh, Dr. Fernandez, you'll also have to again tell me whether you're able to see the video and hear the sound. Are you able to hear it?
Yes, it's coming.
Yes. Perfect.
Superb.
When I was a kid going to school, I would see everyone else with arms and legs, and I'm looking at what they could do and running and playing football. I mean, it was hard to be thankful when everyone had more than I, right? I just want you to know in life that we can get so caught up in what I wish I had, what I wish was different, and I forget to be thankful for what I have now. Because you're never going to achieve your full potential in your life and a life without limits until you actually realize what you have and do your best with what you have. Accept what you can't change what you can, and do your best. You know, in life, without arms and legs, no one knew what kind of life I would have. And I had a lot of fears. But one thing I was always remaining to be was a person who was thankful for what he had.
So I hope you like the video. Okay, so if you see, and this is a true story, all right, or Nick, if you actually Google it, you'll get a lot of information. And it's all about, backing yourself. It's all about having the right approach, having the right attitude, okay, and believing in whatever you're doing. Okay, that's the beauty, and that's how powerful it is. So imagine he's born without limbs, but he's learned swimming, he's learned surfing, he runs two organizations where there are 12 people working. He's a TEDx speaker, he travels across the world and is giving motivational speeches. So it was very easy for him to just sit down and say, okay, why does this happen to me? But he's embraced that and he's accepted that whatever is there, okay, and backs himself, has the right positive attitude, okay. See the level of confidence which was there while he was talking. And that is the biggest differentiating factor between people like him and others out there. So taking a conversation ahead, all right, where we talk about, what is self-confidence, okay. So if you talk about self-esteem, you talk about self-belief, you talk about self-worth, you talk about self-confidence, okay, all of them are correlated. All of them are correlated. So when you talk about self-confidence, okay, it's about learning how to be confident in yourself. Being confident is nothing more than a belief in yourself. So it's a feeling of certainty that you can accomplish whatever your mind has decided to accomplish. And it comes from within. And you can find ways of being more confident at any point of time. So if you actually think of, there'll be so many examples that you can come across. So one of the examples that we usually share, when we're doing a program, is that of Amitabh Bachchan. When he went for his first job interview, okay, he was actually rejected for that job. And the reason for being rejected was his voice. Imagine Amitabh Bachchan being rejected for his voice. His voice is actually his strength. Okay. Now, this man, he also went through a lot of turmoil when his organization, ABCL, had a major issue. But he never gave up. He had the right attitude. He had the right positive attitude. Okay. He backed himself. He believed. Okay. He thought the right things about himself. And I understand that Kaun Banega Crorepati was a game changer for him. And if you see in today's time also, at the age of some 76 or 77, the kind of movies that he's delivering, okay, is phenomenal. Okay, you don't have the Khans also out there of the world who can match up to him. That is the beauty. That is the kind of confidence that he carries. So I'm going to be sharing with you a video about where he talks about what self-confidence is all about, what is self-esteem. Okay, a beautiful video, okay, where this legendary Bollywood actor Amitabh Bachchan is talking. So enjoy this video. You see,
I keep quoting my father all the time, and I'm
Yes,
sure
yes.
I've done this millions of times. One of the first things he taught me was, Man ka ho to acha, na ho to zyada acha. If things happen according to how you wish, that's good. But if they don't, that's even better. And I could never understand that. And when I asked him, he said, if they're not happening according to your wish, they're happening, and therefore I continue working so long as I can. But yes, in the back of my mind, there will be those ugly moments that plagued me. And the fear of them recurring again is perhaps what drives me every day.
So I think a lovely video, where he's spoken about some very, very simple concepts. Okay. But the big question out here is that we all understand these things. Okay. But when it comes to execution, you need to ask yourself, very, all right, have the right kind of attitude, all right, have a very, very high self-esteem. Okay. And that is going to help us in the entire journey of, transforming our own selves. Okay. So before I hand it over to Dr. Fernandez, quick recap of what we've done today and we've done in the last session was that we spoke about, the difference between what is change and transformation. Okay. And for transformation to happen, you need to ensure that your energy is high. Okay, we spoke about the concept of appreciating generously and not generally. And for all these things to happen, okay, you need to have that high positive attitude. You need to have the right positive attitude, where we also shared with you, one of those simple steps that one can really do or follow, which can help you to ensure that your positive attitude is always there. Okay. And we also spoke about the concept of self-esteem. It's all about what opinion you carry about yourself. It's how you think about yourself. Many times it may be possible that you're not high on energy, you don't back yourself. And we also shared with you the different steps that you can follow, those simple steps which can really help you, irrespective of how old you are. All right. And these steps now will help you to always have a higher self-esteem. So whether you call it self-worth or you call it self-esteem, you call it self-confidence, you call it self-belief, all of these, though they go hand in hand, they all are correlated. Okay. You cannot afford to ignore any of these, because that is going to help you in your entire journey of you becoming a transformed individual. All right. So that's what I had to share in today's session, where we are talking about positive attitude and self-esteem. And the next session that we have on Monday, we're going to be talking about again on the concept of self-belief. Okay. Again, we'll be sharing some couple of interesting videos with you also in that program. So over to you, Dr. Fernandez.
Yes. Thank you very much, Mihir. It was a really nice interaction, as well as the session was really motivational. In fact, for me, the main takeaway was actually the videos. The videos were terrific, especially of the lion. Yeah. Be the lion within you. And since we are part of the Lions Club organization, I felt this was a really motivational message for me, especially being in the Lions Club and being like a lion, wherein exactly whatever features you showed in that video, it was really nice. So I hope
I'll share that video with you also.
Yes, because it will be very useful for us to start believing that we are a lion and behave like lions. And let's take the self-esteem to the much higher level, because that is actually where we can actually achieve success. So any questions, any doubts from any of the participants, you are free to unmute yourself and put the camera on, because last time also we wanted some participation. In fact, I must say congratulations to Joshiana, because she came out openly and she shared her experiences and her learnings from last time session. In fact, I feel if she's there in Goa, she should just drop in the office and collect a special gift from my side for being a part of this program for today. Anybody else can share her learnings and this for today's session? You can switch on your cameras and the mic, because the rights are given to you. Okay, we are getting comments on the chat box. But if anyone can come out live, it will be great. It makes the session much more interactive and plus more successful. Because this time I think Mihir forgot to ask everyone to switch on their cameras.
Yeah, I actually deliberately didn't ask, because yesterday also I asked them, they did not. So then I didn't want to make them uncomfortable. So what is important is that, they are there and they're getting value in terms of what we are sharing with them.
Definitely.
Yeah. But yes.
Okay. So any questions from anyone? Okay. So I think I can say a very big thank you once again. And I would request all of you, I will actually be forwarding you the link. This same video or the same presentation will be available. It's already uploaded on our YouTube channel, that NaveMarg Foundation Live. Even last time session is already uploaded. In fact, there are quite a few views on it yesterday. So if any one of you all have missed a part of it or would like to send the link to any of your friends, as far as attitude is concerned, as well as the self-esteem is concerned, you could forward this link to all of them. I'll be sending it on WhatsApp. And if you all can just go onto a NaveMarg Foundation Live, you can watch this video as of now, back in the evening or anytime whenever you're free. And those who have not watched it or missed a part of it, you can watch the beginning right there. It's on the video. So thank you once again. And I hope to seeing all of you all back on next Monday. That is on coming Monday now, I should say. Yeah. The date is 24th. Same time, 6 o'clock. The link will be sent. So all of you all can register after and get the registration process done. So you'll get the joining link immediately through your email as well as on your mobile. So thank you, and I hope you all have enjoyed this evening. And please carry forward the moments and be positive in life. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.